Hold that pose on 3. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, well, let's go back to our cars just to wait it out.
Okay,
Yeah.
no problem.
Plus, I don't want your makeup getting. Okay, so we're just gonna go back to our cars. It's raining just a little bit, but if you notice, I'm using the ND filter. It's a 3-stop filter by B+W because it was very, very bright when we first started. My shutter speeds I see is about 1,500. Oh, it's raining hard now. So I don't know if I'm gonna need this filter later because if it's gonna be overcast, but yeah, I'm using it now. All right, let's get to the car. Okay, so I'm gonna do 3/4 body. And sorry, just a little bit to your left, just so I won't get the sign there. You're very good. And gonna make sure I'm in focus on 3. Hey everyone, so for the first time ever, I'm shooting black and white photography. And I'm using the lens I previously reviewed, the Noctilux f1, because I read that the Noctilux f1 being an older lens and it has that glow, it's really good for black and white photography. And when it went on MrLeica.com, Matt Osborne's website, he's did some setting changes. He did some changes within his M9 and he set the color to black and white, the saturation to black and white and the contrast to high. And he said the black and white JPEGs coming from the Leica M9 is very film-like, and he was blown away and looked very organic. And I believe he is right because myself and Ericca is looking at the pictures at the back of the crappy LCD screen, but it looks really good. We've been shooting for about 15 minutes. How's the shoot going so far, and what do you think of the photos?
I think that the photos are coming out really nicely. This is something totally different. I think that these photos are so unique, and this camera has the potential to capture something really awesome. So I'm really excited to move forward with the shoot. By the way, my name is Ericca. I've been modeling for about 2 years. Actually, James is the first person to have shot me, one of the first people to have shot me on this channel.
About 2 years ago?
Yeah, 2 years ago.
We reviewed the Olympus lens.
Yes, it was awesome. So I know that his work is fantastic. And yeah, if you guys want to see more, keep watching. Thank you.
And we still have one more outfit change later on.
Yes.
We are here at the Guam Museum in the front. I believe it is closed, but we're going to take some shots in the front here with the stairs, and then maybe go to a small garden or maybe a park later on.
All right.
All right. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we're going to turn a little bit here just so I can get more light in your face. Very good. Look towards camera. Very nice. All right, so it's very bright right now. Sun has come out, rain clouds have gone away. I'm already peaking at 1/4000th of a second, but I'm still getting correct exposure. I'm really impressed by the black and white photos coming out from this camera. I'm using the bright sun and shadows right now, and just seeing the shadow on the ground from Ericca and just the darker outfit she's wearing with her lighter skin, the images are really popping nicely, really nice. So we'll continue to shoot. So I'm really seeing the Noctilux F1 do its job with the soft glow. I do see the soft glow in the picture, so it kind of brightens up the center. It is still very sharp and at the same time glowy, which I think it is very excellent for the black and white photos. Even when taking full body shots of Ericca against the sun, which you can tell when we're looking into the sun, I'm squinting. She's not because we have the hat. But excellent quality photos so far. This is actually beyond my expectations of what to expect with black and white photography. Anything you want to add?
Man, these photos are really interesting. They're nothing like I've ever seen before. I don't even recognize myself really. They're really awesome. And I'm so excited to see how they come out.
I'm excited to see what they look like on the computer. Yeah. All right. M9-P, awesome eternal black and white processing. I'm impressed, Ericca's impressed. I know we keep on saying that throughout the shoot. But what I really want to see is when the sun goes down a little bit and we're in a darker part, such as the garden we're going to go to soon, I want to see how the high ISO looks. If it looks really like film grain, as what other people say. So we just got to go to a place where it's not that sunny and then kick up the ISO a little bit and we'll see how it looks. So maybe a couple more minutes in this outfit and then Ericca will change to her second outfit. Since the pandemic happened, I like staying home.
Me too.
Oh, that's really nice. That's really good. The wall, the background in your outfit. So some pros and cons about shooting black and white. The pro is compression is set to DNG, digital negative, and JPEG fine. So when I import it into Lightroom, I have the processed JPEG already in the awesome black and white that you've been seeing. And also, if I ever want to go back to color, the RAW file has the color data. I think the only negative is the cost of this camera. On the used market, the M9-P version is about $3,200, but the regular M9 version goes for about $2,600. So if you don't need the fancy Leica script on top of the camera or no Leica dot, but if you want the basic M9, it's, I guess, a little bit more affordable, but still over $2,000 for a camera is still pretty expensive. But that's the only negative I can think of, and just getting a lot of awesome photos within the JPEG processing of this camera. So we're going to shoot a little bit more. Sun's going down just a little bit, but Ericca, what do you think so far out of everything with the second outfit?
I think everything is really interesting. I love the contrast with the white and the black. I think that the photos look really abstract. It's just so interesting. It's interesting to see how these come out on screen, and I'm excited to see more.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So I set the ISO to 1600. Even though I'm peaking out at max shutter speed of 1/4000th of a second, the exposure is still good, but the grain from 1600 looks really good. Really film-like, really organic. Okay, a couple more. Very nice. 1, 2, and 3. All right, so we're done with our photo shoot. We've been shooting for about 2 hours. And I gotta say, bottom line, I'm really impressed with the black and white JPEGs from the camera. I kind of don't wanna see the color photos or touch of color photos. But of course, if Ericca requests for the color photos, I can easily edit the color photos. We did bump into our friend Dino, and he suggested this awesome wall that's like a marble black and white effect, and the photos really came out great. I did try out the higher ISO at 1600 to try to put some grain into the photos, because I noticed a lot of people nowadays put grain into their photos when they upload online, but it just wasn't really working out. We really like the clean black and white photos. Ericca, overall, your opinion about the shoot?
I think that with this second outfit, this is really, I love the vibe. I'm getting very Vogue magazine. It's really fun. And overall, this shoot was a really awesome experience. I'm really impressed with the camera and all of these portraits. Man, I'm really happy with the turnout. I'm so excited to see everything.
Me too. We're like getting blown away by the pictures on the back of the LCD screen. And it's really, I gotta tell you, those that know about the M9 LCD screen, is really crappy. It's only like 260K dots versus like LCD screens now, they're like 2 million dots, right? So that once I get on the computer, take a look at the photos, send Ericca some samples, yeah, it's gonna be
great.
Yeah. Your Instagram, if any users want to follow you.
You guys can follow me at Ericca Tomada, and you can see all of my other work, all of the other selfies that I like to take. So yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye. Merry Christmas. All right, we are home now. Before we look at straight out of camera JPEGs for the Leica M9-P, just want to give a shout out to Matt Osborne, also known as Mr. Leica. Please check out his YouTube channel for all things Leica. He does a lot of reviews on there, a lot of great gear reviews on there, mostly, like I said, with M-mount gear for Leica rangefinders. And I got this idea from him, setting the in-camera JPEG to saturation black and white and contrast to high. I was chatting with him the day of the shoot, and he did say that setting contrast to high will produce very deep blacks. So of course, all you need to do in post-processing is adjust the shadows a bit, and you should get a really great image. So getting on the computer, I already adjusted the shadows, but let me just click reset for this JPEG. So as you can see, it's very, very deep, the blacks, and you can't really see Ericca's face. But all you need to do is adjust shadows. I would probably do 30 at exposure, maybe 0.40. And right there, it looks really good, straight out of camera. And I'm getting better at focusing the Noctilux F1. What's also really interesting is this shot, and this is in direct sunlight. Let me click reset here. Yep, straight out of camera. The highlights, the detail in the highlights is very good. I can see details in Ericca's face, and the JPEG camera processing kind of reminds me of the monochrome, the Leica M monochrome cameras that I've used in the past. I haven't really used the CCD monochrome, but I used the MM246, and it looks similar. And maybe in the future I'll get the MM246 and do a comparison with the out-of-camera JPEGs with the M9. But already in direct sunlight, this is very nice. Again, if you want to get some detail back in Ericca's hair, increase shadows to about 30, and exposure is really up to you. Maybe about 30 as well, and you get a really bright black and white image. Okay, next pic I want to show you. Now these series of pictures, I think, in my opinion, is really nice. It looks almost like editorial in a way. The way Ericca's posing, and the way just the shadows really kind of pop, and the nice vignetting from the Noctilux, it really adds a lot to it. So again, as you can see in my settings, I did adjust shadows to 30 and exposure to 50. So this is before, and I'm going to do undo, Command Z, after. So once again, before, and then after. Really pops. Get the detail back in Ericca's face. Really nice image. And if you're just curious about the colors are there with the, this is, there you go, this is a DNG. So you have the JPEG, and this is unedited, and this is the color version. That's why you shoot negative DNG and black and white JPEG, just in case you want to mess around with the color profile. So this is how the color looks, and then this is how the black and white looks. But yeah, the more that I look at the black and white images, the more I kind of favor them. And I don't shoot black and white photography. Again, shadows maybe to 30, exposure just a little bit, and then you got a really nice black and white image. So going to the second outfit that Ericca was wearing, and this is shot at ISO 1600. And all I did, I'm going to do a reset, is I adjusted the slanting of the photo. I cropped it to be straighter and increased shadows to 40. But looking at the ISO 1600, it looks very film-like. According to Matt's website, mrleica.com, he says when he was editing the DNG files and didn't really feel that filmish compared to the JPEGs. And I can say yes, the JPEGs coming out with the M9 really looked like it was film and then scan. Very interesting, especially using the Noctilux F1. And the rest of the shoot, we just did ISO, and this is a JPEG, ISO 160. Ericca did prefer the less grain and clean images out from the camera at 160. But yeah, going back to my favorite set here with the shadows, it's really nice. So I'm going to experiment with this a little bit more. I'm going to try out colors from the M9, the JPEGs. I was trying it over Christmas, and they looked pretty good. So I'm going to mess around with that some more. But this video is filmed December 26, 2020. So if you're viewing this video, maybe if I upload it now on Christmas Day, have a Merry Christmas and stay safe out there. Thanks everyone, and if you haven't, please subscribe.